Hello and welcome to Television Jamaica's Final Whistle. I'm Giovanni Brady, and with me as usual is my partner,
Liam Enriquez.
Okay, today we'll be reviewing the second semi-final from the 2018 FIFA World Cup, and the team that will be playing in the finals. It was a really good game, but we definitely know it won't be England. They lost 2-1 to Croatia. Kieran Trippier giving them the lead in the 50th minute before goals from Ivan Perisic, and Mario Mandzukic in extra time gave them the win. Liam, what you thought about this game?
Yeah, I mean, for me it was disappointing because after Argentina, my team went out. I kind of wanted England to win. Obviously, England had the better first half. Trippier scored a pretty beautiful free kick, and you thought, all right, England have got the early lead. It's very important that they got the first goal. They went into half-time, and they were pretty confident, obviously. Croatia weren't really creating that much in that first half. And then they went into second half, and England were kind of sitting back a little, trying to maybe play out the 90 minutes with the 1-0 lead. But after a while, Croatia got their groove, and Perisic scored a pretty good goal. It was Perisic, Perisic scored the kind of like...
Equalizer, yeah. Over Kyle Walker, karate kick.
It was kind of sloppy from the England defense. They were kind of ball watching and not watching the Perisic movement. And then they got it was 1-1. And then after that, it went into extra time. Kind of equal start. And then Mandzukic, after he wasn't really in the game. The two strikers for Croatia, for the two teams, like Croatia striker Mandzukic and England's striker Harry Kane, they weren't in the game, and then after a while, Mandzukic got his goal, and that sent Croatia to the final.
In the post-game analysis from a lot of different entities, a lot was made of the fact that Croatia went to two extra times, around the 16 and quarter-final extra times. But in the second half, it was England that was playing like the more tired team. England just seemed to lack all sorts of impetus. They weren't going forward. They weren't recycling the ball. They even resorted to playing a lot of long balls. It's like they devolved, the type of football they were playing devolved from earlier. We saw them play a quick counter-attacking type of football, transitioning quickly through the midfield. And I don't know, England just seemed to lose the plot after scoring that goal. The second half was just a total contrast and opposite from what the first half was.
Yeah, it looked like England kind of thought they had it in the bag and just kind of slacked off. You didn't see the Jesse Lingards, the Dele Alli, the Sterlings creating chances for the Harry Kane. Harry Kane wasn't in this game. You didn't see them, like you said, running up and down the pitch with their pace, because they have pace in this team. Playing the balls to Harry Kane, playing the balls to Sterling. You didn't see them creating anything. You kind of saw them kind of just passing the ball around, and eventually it came back to haunt them, and Croatia won the game.
Against Sweden, one thing I noticed that Harry Kane had to drop a bit deeper sometimes to get the ball, and he would feed it to the persons running beyond him, because like I said, they have a lot of pace running beyond him. In this game, however, Harry Kane did drop deeper, but he wasn't able to visit, or there wasn't a lot of players making those darting runs, those direct runs, so I think that might have influenced them. Also, you think they lacked a bit of leadership? You think that was an issue?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because this team is a very, very, very young team. But yeah, and I think that's actually what's benefited England during the World Cup. I think over the years, their team has kind of been old. I think they've brought in a fresh, new, young team with lots of new faces, and that kind of helped them. But maybe it went the other way, no experience. But one thing I have to say is that what you didn't see throughout this World Cup from England is like the wingers and the attacking midfielders scoring that much or doing that much. You didn't see Dele Alli, Lingard or Sterling doing that much. Lingard scored 1 over the whole World Cup. Ali scored 1 over the whole World Cup. Sterling scored none. John Stones scored more. Scored more than Dele Alli and Lingard and Sterling, and I just thought Dele Alli, Lingard and Sterling over this World Cup for England could have done a little more in assisting Harry Kane or going on and scoring goals, because we've seen that even for Man City, Sterling's more of he kind of relies on David Silva and De Bruyne to play him the ball. So we've seen that they are goal scorers, but they didn't really turn up this World Cup.
So I think England lacked a playmaker. They didn't carry a playmaker to the tournament. I guess it worked against them in this game. However, it's not.
Trippier was the playmaker.
It's not an embarrassment. No one expected them. I didn't even expect them to leave the group stage. I'm sorry, Simon, but yeah, I didn't expect them to leave the group stage.
So tell me, ask you a
gone to the semi-finals.
Who do you expect to go over England?
In the group stage?
Yeah.
I think they were in group with with
Belgium.
Costa Rica. I think
No,
Costa Rica.
no,
Panama.
Belgium
It was Panama,
and
Belgium,
Tunisia.
and Tunisia. No, maybe Tunisia. I'm just being a bit harsh, but yeah. Anyways, they haven't embarrassed themselves and they have a bright future. The next game that we'll be watching is the third place playoff on Saturday. It will take place at 9 a.m. We have Belgium going up against England. Predictions?
Well, to be honest, like they've stated on TV that financially this means a lot because you get much more money off of the tournament. So, and also I think England, both teams want to finish on a high. I think England might want to come back for revenge after losing. I'm going to say Belgium to win. Sorry, Simon. I'm going to say 1-0 Belgium to win.
Yeah, I think England, Belgium. I'll predict Belgium as well. I think Belgium 2-1. Belgium 2-1. That's what I'm predicting for this game. I think Belgium just has more quality than England. England probably a bit tired.
No, Simon, don't get me wrong. I want England to win, but I just think Belgium will win.
It's not what the heart wants, it's what the brain says. We both want England to win, but we just think quality-wise, Belgium has a better team.
Yep. Yes. And we saw that these games can actually be good games. Yeah. 2014, it was 3-0 to Netherlands. 3-0 to Netherlands, and I remember 2010 Uruguay versus Germany. It was a really good game. I don't remember the scoreline, but it was a really good game. So it can be an interesting game. The final. We have the final. France versus Croatia.
Quickly, I think France wins this 2-1.
For me, yeah, I think I'm gonna say Croatia. Actually, I think Croatia will win. I think Croatia will win on penalties.
Well, I say France wins 2-1. You heard it here first. The correct scoreline. Liam's scoreline is incorrect. Anyway, this has been another episode of Television Jamaica's Final Whistle. I'm Giovanni Brady.
And I'm Liam Enriquez.
And we'll see you next time.